Good evening, Father.
Good evening,
First off, I would like
Elizabeth.
to yes. First off, I would like to
Sorry.
congratulate you on the occasion of your birthday and your Christian anniversary. So, Father, I would like to know how you're feeling concerning this occasion of your birthday and your Christian anniversary.
I'm happy. Celebrating, not just celebrating my birthday, but celebrating my silver jubilee as a priest. So it's just more than the anniversary, the silver jubilee. 25 years as a priest. It's not a joke. It's not an achievement anyway. It's by the grace of God. So I'm happy and grateful to God for keeping me alive to see this year, this month. Uh, Saturday is my birthday, 12th of July. By the grace of God, I'll be clocking 58 years. And so, why the 22nd of this month, too, by the grace of God, I'll be clocking 25 years as a priest. So, I thank God for giving me this wonderful privilege to be alive, to thank God for His love and mercy, for working in His vineyard for these 25 years.
We are indeed grateful to God for this occasion. So, Father, looking back at the years you spent in priesthood, what can you say inspired your goal to go into priesthood? What inspired you to answer the call to priesthood?
Nothing, nothing inspired me. I was called. No one take the honor upon himself because I don't know much. I don't know anything about the priesthood before my call. The call came through my elder brothers when we had worry. They, they saw something in me which I do not know. Because when I was about to enter secondary school, when I left home, they suggested that I should go to minor seminary. And then the grace was not there because I asked them, go to seminary for what? I was not even baptized then. When I left home, I was not even baptized. So I was asking them, am I going to seminary to become a priest? So I was asking them, priest? Does priest marry? And they asked me back, have you seen anyone that married? I said, okay, what about them? They have started the church before me. I don't know, even before I was born, I think so. My elder brother Joseph, I've been going to Catholic church. And everybody thought that you are going to be a priest. But you did not. So why didn't you go? You yourself, Tony, my late brother, they say they cannot study again. And it's okay. I say, mean I should go and suffer to become a priest. I told them, I'm not going. They did everything within their power for me to go. They even got the form for me. I told them, I'm not even baptized then. So then they left me and I entered the school called Don Domingo at Warri. Then I met with the Aussie College those days. We started the Aussie College is in the morning, while afternoon is the Don Domingo, one other school. So that was how. And so I spent most of my time in the morning and go for mass, walk, clean the altar. Um, that is the Sacred Heart Cathedral, Warri. That was where I was baptized. That was where I got my vocation. So then I used most of my morning time to walk, to clean the altar, mop it. I will clean it, mop, and in short, you will see your face in mirror, yeah. And after that, I will now go to clean the Our Lady's grotto there inside the church on the altar there. I will clean it, arrange the flowers and all that. So after that, I will be saying my prayer. So I continue that. I'll be doing that as a part of my devotion and love to our Blessed Mother Mary. Then I continued with it. I was in class 1 when I got my baptism. Yeah. And after that, after my baptism, my heart was so full of joy. I was so happy. I said, mean if I die now, I'm going to heaven. So I was so happy. So from there, the grace of God started working in me. So I continued with that work. And then I was in the Domingo. Later, we went to our permanent site. Left the Aussie College where we used to school. And now we are full day school now. Not going in the afternoon and then closing in the evening. No. We go in the morning and close in the afternoon. So I was going class 1, class 2, class 3 to class 4. And I continued with my devotion to Our Lady. And suddenly, though, as this, my devotion was going, I was a member of Blue Army, and we learned a lot from there. I used to read Life from the Saints. And my brother being the vice president of Blue Army then, also I learned so much from him. And also reading Book of the Saints a lot. So I continue with my devotion, continue with my this. Sometimes I'll go for mass in the morning, I'll come back in the evening. I work with Bishop Buck, also late Bishop Feasible. So they are my mentor. I work with them because I was in charge of the mass servants there. And so through this devotion, and that was how the drama of my vocation started. So as I was praying, and when I finished the work, and then to say my prayer, my rosary there, Our Lady now, this is not dream, face to face. She will be talking to me. My son, the work you are doing is fine. This work you are doing is beautiful. It's fine. I want you to do it in a higher way. The work you are doing is fine. I want you to do it in a higher way. So when I finish, and I'll be meditating on what she was telling me. I'm telling you, it's not a dream. It's not this face to face. So I can't understand. Then when I try to interpret the meaning of what she was telling me, the meaning will take me back to going to seminary and then becoming a priest. So I have been considering this within myself. I don't know how to tell my brothers. This is what is happening to me. I will still go to work. After work, I'll go and pray. She will also talk to me. My son, the work you are doing is fine. I want you to do it in a higher way. So I'll continue battling with this. I don't know what to. I don't know how to explain myself to my brothers when they keep on eating me up. So one day I had to call a meeting. I tell them, see, I don't want to continue with this school, this secondary school. I said, what did I mean? I said, I don't want to continue. They said, okay, where did you want to go? Do you want to go to technical school? I said, no. What did you want to do? You want to go and learn work? No. Then I told them I want to go to that school. They wanted me to go initially. So they see me to be somebody who is not serious. They will dismiss me. I keep on battling with myself. They don't want to listen to me. Because I was going to class 4. So when the thing keep on disturbing me, because I will still go to work and Our Lady will talk to me. So I keep on, it was a war. And I started battling within myself, settling it. How will I be? Is it possible to become a priest? Yes, it is possible. What about these young people who are priests today? Am I not living the life already? Am I free to do whatever I like now, even as a layman? No, until maybe when I will get married. When am I getting married? It's not even so. After thinking, I say, it is possible. So within myself, I've settled all these crises. So I started now disturbing them because I need their support. But this time they were not ready to listen to me again. I called them 3 times. The third times when I called them, I told them that since they don't want to listen to me, from henceforth, I will not do anything in this house. Food, I will not eat. Nothing. I'm not going to do anything in this house. So when they discovered that I was serious, so they they were discussing within themselves. Which school is he even talking about? Because they have forgotten everything about the seminary. So suddenly they were discussing within themselves that is it not seminary he's talking about? I said yes, semi, because I don't even know the name of the school. Yes, but I know that the school that you go and become Reverend Father. That is the school I know. So I said, yeah, that's semi. That is the school I want to go. They just laugh at me. I say, seminary, you want to go now? I say, yes. Is it not this seminary you were asking us that whether father they marry? I said, that's where I want to go now. So when they discovered that I was serious, then my late brother Tony, well, took me once to seminary to see the priest, late Monsignor Budaje. So I went to see him, interviewed me, and told Monsignor that I had made up his mind not to go to seminary. Monsignor, remember, he gave us form before. They said, now we want to switch over to seminary. Well, the Monsignor told them that they don't accept people from under from secondary school to the seminary. Why? Because they don't want them to come and corrupt the seminary. And you know, of course, from secondary school, in those days, school is very raw, very raw. Yeah, it's like the survival of the fittest. If you are not strong, you cannot survive then. And a setup of worry background, very, very tough. So, well, my brother went with me only once and then left me. I started fighting it alone. Went to see him another better day, the last. Because he told me, well, if you will admit me, I'm going to start from class 1. Class 1. I said, well, you must ignore. Oh, it is not fair now. Somebody that is going to class 4, and no, that time is class, we don't use this SS1 and SS2. Somebody that is going to class 4, and then we will now take him back to class 1. No, it's not fair. I'm not getting young and getting older. So I had to pray. I talked to a lady about it. I disturbed her. Please, you called me to serve your son in this capacity. I've accepted. Please help me. If actually, now that I have accepted. So the day he asked me if I should bring my results, so I went with my results and presented it to him. So after looking at my results, it's okay. And I wrote in my paper, we are going to repeat class 3 on trial. I'm going to repeat this class now, class 3 on trial. Instead of promoting me to class 4, I repeated class 3 in the seminary. That was how I entered minor seminary. And then my journey started to the priesthood. So, do you want further? Because the seminary, it was not easy for me. I suffered. Although when I entered minor seminary, I became one of their spiritual conference lecturer.
Wow.
So I used to teach the whole school spiritual conference, which is meant for the vice rector. So that was the function I was doing. And then they nicknamed me Hidden Mystery because I was teaching them some mysteries, things I know, things I've read, things so. And then I have some of my boys whom I started bringing who are priests today. Yes. So that was how the journey started. But then the climax of my minor seminary journey was that after when I wrote my WAEC, went to St. Paul, Benin, because that time, Holy Matters of Uganda, that's the seminary I went, Afro, Wari. They were not registered. It's not a WAEC register center. So we registered with St. Paul, Benin, and that's why we went to do our WAEC. And during that exam, I was not feeling fine. I was even helping people. I wrote the exam and then finished and then came out. But then when the results came out, they could not find my result.
Mm.
They could not find my result. And there was no season of results.
Mm.
So I went to see the rector. Rector showed them the result. They did well. But my own, I went, they could not find my result. And there was no, there was nothing to show that, oh, they seized my result. But my result was hidden
Mm.
mysteriously. So that was the first one of my experience in this minor seminary. And to the extent that Bishop was waiting for us to come, waiting for my results to come out. The day the Bishop Fitzbone asked us to write, to go and collect our result and apply to the seminary, that day the rector asked them to come and collect their results. Out of frustration, I did not go.
Mm.
Because he said I should come and collect later to go to WAEC, that is the WAEC board, to check what happened. So out of frustration, I did not go. So when others, the exam that I wrote with others, when they will be collecting results, I'll be collecting later to go to Benin to go and find out what happened to my. So I did not go. So I was in the house then thinking and praying, meditating about my life. When one of my friends came, had bath, for that bath, okay, so he came to me, oh boy, be happy your results is out.
Mm.
And they saw my result. I asked him, did I make English? He said, yes. I said, okay. Then it was about four accredited 4 papers. Although that time maths was not compulsory.
Mm.
But English, you must make English and CRK. So, before then, I've written another, put in the GC.
Mm.
Since I could not find my result. So I've already taken form. I wrote another GC. Then, when the result was out too, because we are waiting for it, for some who did not make it, so that they are also from GC, they will make up their result and then go. So we went to Benin, but before going to check for that result at Benin, that night I was going with one of my friends called Simon Fore, with my also a seminarian, and we finished together. So that night I prayed that Our Lady should show me my result.
Mm-hmm.
So that morning I was not sleeping. It was in a trance. She showed me. I saw the WAEC paper sheets. And then when my name supposed to appear, blank. This thing happened, but what? So that morning, when my friends and my father came for us to go, I told him that I'm not going again. He said, why? I told him that Our Lady have showed me my result, that I'm not going to see my result. He said, what am I saying? I said, yes, I'm not going to see my result. I asked her to show me my result, and she showed me that my result, I'm not going to see it. So there's no need going. He said, what kind of rubbish is this? Eh? Every time, Mary, 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 Mary. Eh? How do they do many, many things like this? So, in short, it was when the disturbance, I said, okay, let us bet. So we bet.
Mm-hmm.
So let us go. I said, okay, let it not be that, oh, I'm maybe trying to conclude or convince him that what I saw or the dream or whatever. Because it was not dream anyway.
Mm.
That is real. I said, okay, let us go now. We went to Benin. I went with people's number and that to get their result. I copied that when it reached my own. When my own, dash, nothing.
Mm.
He went to with my number. Other people that I went with, I copied their own, but my own did not come out.
Mm.
So I told him, have you seen? He was shocked. Now it was then he started to say, now you don't used to believe all this thing. But now it's beginning to that. It's true that Our Lady is actually working. So I went to Benin 3 times. And before then, I had to beg Bishop Fisibon that, my Lord, please allow my set to go. Since Bishop told them that until my result comes out that they are not going. So I had to beg Bishop Fisibon, beg him, my Lord, I will wait till next year, but let them go. So that was how Bishop's okay, no problem. He accepted them and I application them. So I had to stay back. Then when I went for this, like I started learning typing and all that. Although that time computer was nothing, so I have to learn how to do this typing. I was even teaching there and all that to keep myself busy. And then training the sets that is following us and also master and all that. I continue with my work. So that last from where I was teaching, I was learning that typewriter. The man, I complained to the man. The man told me, it's okay, I should not worry, that he's going to send, he's going to give me a letter to WAEC, that I will give this letter to somebody there. I think his name Chidu Tutu from Kwale. Say I should give you this letter, that this man will help me to get my result. I said, just like that? He said, yes. So I went. Because I have become now a customer there. They have known me. So once I land, they say, this Wafi boy, you have come again, you know. So when we are going, I met a girl who was looking for white board. I said, come, I'm a customer there. I will show you where white board is. So at least I have a companion. We are going. Because all the people I will go with, they will see their result, but I will not see my own. So you can imagine that frustration. You remember the story of the first one? Now this is the second one now. Yes. So eventually that day, when I reached there, I went to check the result on my own. I went there. We did not get the result. I said, okay. Before I knew what was happening, the girl came out, was happy that she had seen her result. So she was waiting for me. So I now went and gave the result now, the letter to that man. I looked for the man. So I asked one of the who was checking this, you know this person? Say, he went and called him that somebody wants to see him. So he came and gave him the letter. After reading the letter, it's okay, I should wait. He entered inside the WAEC office. After some time, he came out and then copied the results and gave me. I look at, I made all my papers. Put English again. This one A3. I said, Instead of being happy, I started crying. Yes. So you mean I made my papers? And my results have been withheld again. Mysteriously. Something is happening. So I refused to go. The guy was calling, let us go. I said, no, wait. I went back again. Look, to those who are checking the results. They said, this wife involved, you have come again. I think you have directed. I say, yes. See, don't be angry with me. I want to be sure so that I know what I will tell my parents. That this result is actually mine. You know how many times I have come here, and could not find it. So, please, a friend gave me this result. But I cannot go with it. I'm not sure it's my own. He said, this wafi. I said, please just do this last one for me. I will never disturb you people again. It's okay, where is your Bible? I said, yes, I have it. Yeah. You know, turn the result somewhere, the paper, somehow. And then started now calling. English, A3, this, started calling. Was confirming what they gave me. I said, thank you. That was how my result now came. So at this time, my people have gone. They are now already in the spiritual year, the senior seminary. So, but then because of this delay, I'm not going with my set. My late uncle, Stephen Ezekudo, now came that now, instead of applying in Warri diocese, that I should apply in Port Harcourt diocese, which is my own diocese. That we have no priest there. We lack priest there. So instead of applying Warri diocese, I should apply. And that time, the Bishop Fisibon is apostolic administrator to Port Harcourt diocese, and then the Bishop of Warri. Just like Bishop Edukina is a apostolic administrator to what? To Port Harcourt diocese now. So he was an apostolic administrator to what? To Port Harcourt. So he
Yes.
was taking care of the two dioceses, you know, and they have been close through Bishop Buck. I was the errand boy for them. Send me message. I was mediating between the two bishops. Yes, that time. So the bishop, so I now applied to Port Harcourt diocese through Bishop Fitzgerald. So he accepted my application. So instead of, we see what the essence of the delay now. Instead of going to Warri diocese, the delay now and missing of those was now gave me opportunity to now apply to Port Harcourt diocese, which is my own diocese. Although the bishop is controlling the two dioceses. So that was how. So Bishop Fitzgerald told those who are here that there's somebody who is coming from Warri, and they are not going until he will come with me. So he had to carry me from Warri. The day we are moving from Warri, I entered the same car with him inside to Bishop House to seminary. That was how I crossed over. Although before then, my brother, who has been my backbone, who actually initiated this my movement from Warri to Port Harcourt diocese, got accident and died. So I thought that that was the end of mine. So from there, he gave me address of Monsignor Charles Agu. I wrote to him when I invited me to come to see him, and I went. And after seeing him, he liked me, and then decided to stay with him. But when Bishop, I was coming with Bishop. When we reached Awuda, I was in Awuda then. He didn't allow me to stay with Monsignor. He carried me straight to his house. From his house, I went to Sina to spiritual year. It was when we came back during the holiday that I now went to see Monsignor. And then before then, Bishop Fitzgerald finally went to Warri diocese. Then the coming of Makoze to Port Harcourt diocese. So that was how my crossover, my minor seminary journey, and then coming to Port Harcourt diocese. But then, as a seminarian, I suffered in the seminary. What do you want to know more?
It's indeed a great
Because
story.
this it's a journey that is
A very long one.
of course, you know my background. I'm from a pagan home. Yes, my parents were pagan, my mother pagan, and I converted her. Yes, I converted her when I hosted the seminarians, and when I was in theology 3, and I was also the primus then. I hosted them for 3 days. The hosting used to be 1 day, but my own took 3 days. And in the course of that hosting, I had to convert my mother. My mother left her hair like that. Although she supported my going to seminary. I told her, do you want me to go to seminary to become a priest? I should go. I said, okay. Now, I want to become a priest. You have to follow me. It was a tug of war. Because that hosting, I told her that she was going to come to church. He said, how can she come to church? I've never been in the church before, but he used to send us to church. He used to give me offertory, my sister, first, second collection, to go to church, but she doesn't, she have never gone to church. And she's so deep in her man-made worship or whatever, that she can even go to the river and bring them and put it in the house for you, and you begin to worship them. Even when I was born, she named me after her shrine. Although the story of how I was born, that is another serious story. That before my birth, our children were dying. Our children were dying. 2 died before me. I think a boy and a girl, yes. And they are somehow grown up. So I was the next to die. I stopped the death of our children. Because during my birth, according to them, I was tied in her womb. And what was the reason? They said she was giving birth to male children, which meant in future to come, this family is going to be a great one and all that. So And now decided they buried something inside our kitchen where she cooked. So that was the thing that was a kind of remoting and killing the children, according to them. So I was the next person, and there was tie also to that. But I revealed the the secret of what was killing the children. And through me, in their own way, and believe, they were able to exhume those things that were buried in our kitchen. And then where I was tied, they, they went and excavated that place and moved me. And eventually I was born. So when I was born, I was very sick. And because of stopping the death of our children, he now named me Obi Ajolo, meaning a consoler. I've come to console her. I've come to stop the death of her children, that she no longer cry again. Yeah, so, and then my greeting name, he now named me Aheliosa. Aheliosa means that war does not claim everyone. At least no matter how tough the war may be, it cannot claim everyone. So that is this advice. So by telling you this, those names, these names are very significant, and they means a lot to her and also in my life. You see, so which also come to know and experience too, that they have a lot to do also in my life and personality. And so that was how about the background of my mother. And so when I was in like 3, when I was so I insisted that she must be converted. Of course, she started the journey for me. Why? Because she made sure that after my primary school, that I will leave Warri to go and stay with my elder brothers at Warri. My father never thought of that. He wanted me to succeed him as a strong man who used to carry the strong masquerade in the village. He's a very strong, powerful man. So he wanted me to succeed him and all that. But my mother said, no, I must leave this place. So my mother actually started the journey for me, even though she was a pagan, and insisted that I must leave Dunedin to Warri. You see? And with her help, that was how I left. So now that I have since I have received salvation, I have to come back also to take her along. And so, although it was very tough, very stubborn, then I told her, since you allowed me to go to seminary, and now I've started going to seminary and also going to church, that she must follow me. She must come with me. So she told me that since I'm ashamed of her, and the of taking introducing her as my mother in the to the seminarians who are coming, I should tell them that my mother is late when they come. That she's late. I said, but you are still alive. So after much battling and battling, I told her, I said, see, this gift, this thing, because she was by profession, she was a midwife. She can deliver about 2 or 3 women in a day. That's her gift. This local midwife, yes. And so I told her that, you see, going to church does not stop you from doing this. It's your gift. So she was telling me, so, okay, how will she do? Because she really want to know. What her problem was that when she starts church, she will no longer do, and it's a part of her life. So I told her, no, going to church does not stop you. This is a gift. But then, there are things you will not be doing again. All this consultation, going to throw something and divination to know whether somebody, I say, you will not do that again. He said, how will she do that? I said, let me tell you, you are not God. It is only God that knows everything. And it's only God who can solve every problem. You are not God. And I gave her an example. I said, look at doctors. We have doctors for eyes. We have doctors for ears. We have doctors for bone, for teeth. Different. No doctor claims to be doing everything. So I told her, see, when the woman comes to you to be delivered, and now there is complication that the woman cannot deliver, because that's a problem. Because when she's delivering any woman, And it is difficult for the woman to, she will not go and do all those divination to find what is holding that. And I told her that, no, you don't do that. I said, you cannot solve every problem. What you can do is to refer them to hospital where they have implements, apparatus, all the equipment to do what? To operate the person and bring out the child. Because not every child you can deliver normally like that. Yes, mostly when the child has over, you know, that's one of those things that kill children. Overweight, yes, when a child you feed the child in the womb, then during the time of delivering, the mother cannot deliver the baby. And in the process, either the child will die or the mother may die. And these are being a problem. So I told her that you refer those cases that you cannot handle to, to hospital where they will now open up the mother and then bring out the baby. And the child and the mother will be saved. So when I gave her that answer, she was satisfied. Then he said I should go and throw away this and shrine. I was about to burn them. She stopped me. He said she will take them to where she brought them from. I said, how? He said she's going to return them from where she brought them. So she carried them, used her hand and carried them to the river and threw them away. And then said I should bathe her hair, but I should use holy water and then bathe her hair. The day my mother went to church, the church that day was, because she has over 50 disciples. Yes, over 50 disciples. So that was how my mother started church. She was baptized by Bishop Buck, and they, I think, confirmed also. And that was how I converted my mother. But then after that, she was attacked. Yes, they attacked her for following me to the church. And they wanted her to die. But God saved her. And she lived for 94 years before she died. Yes. She died as a Christian, not as a pagan, not as a native doctor, but as a mother of a priest. What do you want to know again?
A very long story.
Very, very long. Which were supposed to be dramatized. Yes.
That's why we have the theater arts now.
Yes. This is the story that's supposed to act in a movie. Yes. This story I'm telling you is supposed to be dramatized in a movie, very big movie. Yes.
Okay, so Father, what values or spiritual disciplines have sustained you over the years as a priest?
It's my devotion to our Blessed Mother Mary, because that is the source of my vocation. I'm a priest today through her. She called me to serve the Son in this capacity. And throughout my seminary, she sustained me. I suffered, what I was talking about suffering, I suffered to the extent that during my seminary days, once I stepped into the seminary, sickness, my ulcer, which I contacted my first apostolic work when I worked at CKC, came up. And I suffered this ulcer for 10 years in the seminary. It was so bad that I used to bleed blood. Then plus malaria and typhoid. Most of my exams in the seminary, I used to write them alone. Why? When others are writing their exams, I'm in the hospital. After they finished, I will get well. And then I will come back to the seminary. Then they have to set another exam for me. I'll be moving from one lecturer to another. Sometimes I have to stay alone in a big hall writing exam alone. And sometimes when I go to these lecturers, they will abuse me, they will insult me, that who sent me to seminary and all that. And cause my mother, cause my well, everything's yes, Father. I'm sorry, Father. But the truth of the matter is that at the end of all those, stress and
how has your experience in St. Mary's Parish?
We have not finished with St. Joseph experience,
St. Joseph.
The seminary.
You've already entered most of the parts.
As I told you that my seminary is in the seminary, senior seminary, I suffered. I wrote most of my exams alone. And the also which I contacted during my apostolic work at CKC And that also tortured me all through my seminary days. So most of my exams, I wrote them alone. When others will be writing, I'll be in the hospital. Because if I struggle to, if I write one or two, three, I cannot continue again. I'll be admitted in the hospital. So after the exams, that is when I will be well. When others are now playing and enjoying, jubilating, that is when I will now start reading my own. And then I start writing myself, set different things altogether. And some I'll go for oral exams. Along with the lecturer, you just pick something and begin to, or you have to talk, and they will score you. That was how, and at times there are abuses for lecturers. They were, cause my father, cause who sent you to seminary, and this, that. Well, I'm sorry, father. I'm sorry. Yes. But at the ends, I will be where they are. Those who have done first before me, I will still be with them. When I was in the theology, it was so tough that I don't read. During the night, I will be battling with some beans. I will be battling and battling. And then the only thing I went through, I'll go to my altar. I have water, shrine in my room. I will spend the night in prayer there. But then during the exam, then we have exam the following day. I will carry my slate. And then, so my roommate, one of them, Patrick Okumo, so he said, oh boy, where are you going to? So I'm going to exam. Which exam? I said, this exam. So, boy, okay, I should not try it. That is a suicide mission. I should not try it. That this exam that I have been struggling himself to, capture and, that now throughout the nights, I've been praying and not anything. And then I want to go and write. What are you going to write? I said, do you know what I suffered when I was in philosophy? Do you know what I suffered? When I was writing my BC, my degree exam, for over 5 minutes, I could not write my name, my number. Some I already finished one page. Just so I cannot do. You should pour water on my head, smoke. I said I will die here. Determination. Telling you. So I told him that theology for me is nothing. So we'll go for the exams. So I read nothing. Eventually, we will discover that when the result comes out, because we'll be very anxious to see what I'm going to score. You will discover when the result comes out, you will be scoring 90, when I will be scoring 80. The one who scored 80, I will score 75 sometimes. So after seeing this, the young father, Patrick now said no. That was how he now bought statue, bought and made altar and started praying. You now discover that it is not only through your effort and reading that one can actually make it the way. So that was how I converted them to our Blessed Mother Mary. And they succeeded at it. So my life in the seminary was very rough. But Our Lady also saw me too. And I came out.
Thank God for
And I'm
that.
happy to be a priest.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're asking whether my life where?
Your experience in St. Mary's Parish, how has it shaped your mission and your ministry?
Well, my experience in St. Mary's Parish, well, it's a peculiar one. Why? Because since after my ordination, this is the first parish I'm working that is dedicated to our Blessed Mother Mary. The first parish I'm working. And eventually when I was sent here, I asked, which Mary? Which Mary? Because I know that Our Lady is not called Saint. So which Mary is this parish? And that has been my major, because the moment I was sent here, this started disturbing me. Which Mary? Our Lady is not called St. Mary. Which of the Saint, which of, I have never also seen a picture of St. Mary. I have not seen. I know we have parishes they call St. Mary, St. Mary, St. Mary. But we have so many Marys. So if you are calling St. Mary, is it Mary, Mother of God? Or St. Mary Magdalene? Or St. Mary of Agrada? Or St. Mary of Egypt? There are so many St. Marys. And that has been my first experience. So I try to read, and this very thought gave me sleepless night. Our Lady will not allow me to sleep, to find out which of the saints is being referred to here as St. Mary. And that's what have been that was my first experience in this parish, which I tried to. And I tried to cover it up, no way, until I started asking questions. Please, which St. Mary is this parish asked me? Because Our Lady is not. Until nobody could answer me. Until one day after Mass, my CSO called my attention. I should come to the front of the church. That he saw something that may help me. This thing that is giving me sleepless nights. And I went to the after Mass, I went to the front of the church. I saw the pillar there that was written that the church is dedicated to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception. I said, is that why this thought of St. Mary will not allow me sleep? And they want to reveal a secret to me. Then how come about St. Mary? The church is dedicated to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception by late Bishop Godfrey Okoye of blessed memory. Actually, during the pontificate of Pope the 5th, 14th of April. It is not even Immaculate Conception field. 1965. So how is it that they are calling the church St. Mary's? And there's no reference to it, even in the dedication. Or this church called St. Mary is dedicated to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception. And that is my first experience in this parish, which also I mentioned to Bishop, to his lordship, that my Lord, this is what I discovered. And I don't know which spirituality to practice. Because I also discovered that this parish celebrates Immaculate Conception as their feast. Then why are we answering St. Mary? Because Immaculate Conception is higher than St. Mary. I know that you cannot just call, you can't call me Reverend. Nah. I'm a Reverend Father. You cannot just call me Reverend. I will not answer you. I will answer you because I'm not Reverend. I'm Reverend Father. Just as Bishop is there, you cannot just, yes, we are all priests, but you cannot just go and begin to call him Bishop Father Camillus. No. Are you respecting me, or you are insulting him? His office, yes, we are all priests, but his office now is what? A bishop. You call him my what? My Lord. Just as even in the court. So how can we be dressing the Mary, Mother of God, calling her St. Mary's, and bringing her to what? To the level of the saint, and she is the queen of the saints. After the Blessed Trinity, the next in hierarchy is who? Is Mary. Before you get what? The saint. And that is why in the order of worship and adoration and honor, Latari is a Latin word referred to the highest worship, adoration, as that we're giving to who? To God. And then Apadura is given only to who? To Mary, the Mother of God. And then before you get Dura, the saints and what? The angels. Then calling Mary, Saint Mary, automatically means that we have brought her down to the level of what? The saints. She did not make herself. Did not make herself or give herself the honor that it was what God has actually done for her. And so, it's one of my experience, an unforgettable experience. And the bishop asked me to go on for this. But then, People team up and fought against it. Well, I decided to give up because it's not my fight. It is God's fight. I did not also manufacture whatever I am doing. I did not even know too that there are such things. But it came through revelation. So that's my experience in this parish.
So,
And a very shocking one, that people can fight against the cause of God. It's something I cannot. But however, I decided to leave it the way it is.
it's a very,
Yes,
very, very unforgettable
yes,
experience.
yes. Okay.
So, Father, what advice are you going to give to young men who are discerning a call to priesthood?
Well, I got my own through my little sacrifice work in the church. That's how I got my vocation. I got my vocation through work, the work I was doing in the church, cleaning the altar and ladies too, and all that. So my little dedication, I took it upon myself. When I was doing it, I did not have the mind that I was going to go to seminary. No, I was just doing what I feel I could do and offer. And from there, God found me worthy through our Blessed Mother Mary that I should be what I am today. And it's a call, it's not a prophecy. And if you are called and you answer, God knows how to do what? To carry you through. Despite all that I've given you experience of what I passed through. Because I was called and I answered the call. He said, God does not call the who? They qualify. But he qualified what? The ones that he what? He calls. So I encourage young men to have interest in the things of God. Just as you are doing, coming to church, doing your best as a youth, contributing your part, showing interest in things of God, the meeting, cleaning the altar and rest of them. God can call any of you through such dedication, even though you may not have to call. And that was how I was called. Yes, I never thought. And I told you the story of how they wanted me to go before. But the call was not there. But at the proper time, when the call came, after all the battling, I surrendered, like Jeremiah. Said the Lord seduced me. And I I, I surrendered to yes, it didn't work a battle with the Lord. I struggle. I saw that, look, you cannot do anything. I said, I surrender, I surrender, oh, I surrender, all
To
to thee,
do
my
my
blessed
blessed
Savior.
Savior,
I
I
surrender, I surrender,
surrender
oh.
all.
So that is all I can say.
No problem, Father. So, Father, as we celebrate your dual milestone, that's your birthday and your 25th Jubilee, what message would you like to share to your faithful in St. Mary's Parish? What message would you like to pass to the faithful of St. Mary's Parish?
Well, I said it that day on the church. Will I say, will I say it's a coincidence that I should be here? Well, I think it's the will of God. I never thought I would be here for my 25 years. So, as your parish priest, as I said on Sunday, you are the one that is celebrating me. I'm not the one who celebrates myself. I've been working, I've been celebrating for now 25 years, which is a canonical celebration of the church in Jubilee. Yes. Yeah, so it is not my making, it is by the grace of God that I should be alive and being here for this Jubilee celebration. And the church too celebrating the Jubilee of Hope this year. So Jubilee, Jubilee. Okay. So it's the church that's supposed to celebrate me. as a parish priest. Not me celebrating myself. The church, because I have nothing. I belong to the church. So my message is that I belong to them. I'm their father and also their son. So it's their responsibility to celebrate and thank God for me, for being here. And for these 2 years and 2.5 years I've been here, I don't think I've failed this parish.
No, no, no.
Have I?
No, you've not.
I've taken the parish to the level that I've never been before. Yes. And renewed everything that have been dead and old have been renewed and brought back to life. The the story of the parish now can be compared to the Magnificat. He said, "You have considered the humility of his handmaid, for henceforth all generations shall come in. He that is mighty has done great things for me. And holy what? Holy is his name." I think 2023, we went to cathedral and beat cathedral and all in the diocese that have never happened before. So I've, I'm happy to say that as a mother parish, we have taken up our position as a mother. This is the oldest parish in the diocese. This parish is about 120, it's about 123 or so, 4 years. There's no parish that have obtained that. Oldest. But the mystery of how they start answering St.Mary, and it was dedicated to what? Immaculate Conception, is still a mystery. Although somebody told me that, although you know that this parish, this church started from number 10 Bonny Street, but this land was bought when the church was there. And then the school came first, which they were calling St. Mary, this school. So when the church, because of the space, now came up here to build this church, but they transferred the name of the school
To the church.
to the church. But that was not the church was dedicated to. That was a story somebody told me. How the name. And that is the only one that make reason, appeal like reasonable to me. Because this school is the first primary school in Port Harcourt. This school, first in Port Harcourt. And so it's a monument for the government, but abandoned. Okay, young people, what do you want to know again?
Thank you, Father, for the opportunity to have this interview with you. And from the media team, we are saying another big congratulations to you on your anniversary and also on your birthday. We protect you and we shield you, and we'll continue to give you the strength to work in his vineyard. Amen.
Amen.
So, thank you so much, Father, for this opportunity.
That's all right. Elizabeth.
Yes, Father.
Queen Elizabeth. And the team.
Yes.
Media.
Yes, Father.
I don't know that you people have gotten an ID card.
Father, we are upgrading. We are upgrading.
That's
Power
great.
is changing hands.
Yes. Paulo, do you have any other thing to say?
We will always have something to say.
Yes.
Father, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to have this interview with you.
Yes.
And we also wish to have another time to have this interview with you, especially on the day you are inviting the medical team to come. So we also want to have an interview with you that day.
Okay.
And also the people that will come for medical checkup. Well, aside that, without much to say, I want to say thank you once again for this opportunity.
We have been doing well. I appreciate your efforts. And when I look at your efforts, that is why I have to make all the sacrifice to see. You should know all the things you see me doing, all those projectors, they are all personal, not from the church. The money to put those things is personal. It's not from that. everything for the church, because if not that, there's no way the church can progress. If I begin to discriminate what is mine and what is the church, I tell you, nothing will take place in this place. Everything you see here, both in this one, is all personal. These are the things I'm supposed to use maybe for myself. So you say this. But so pray that after me, you have a pastor who also love the church and ready to sacrifice everything to the church. Because without that, there's no way the church can progress.